Rich man throws trash at Joker. What happens next is pure justice. The night he was humiliated, it wasn't the punch that broke him, it was the laughter. A billionaire dressed in gold and arrogance rolled down his tinted window and threw trash straight into the Joker's face, as if he wasn't a person, but a stain on the street. People watched. People laughed. And for the first time in years, the Joker didn't. He just stood there, silent, with a calmness that felt far more dangerous than rage. Because that night, something inside him cracked open.
Not madness, no.
Justice, the kind only someone like him could deliver. Before we begin this dark tale of revenge, manipulation, and poetic justice, make sure to subscribe. Because stories like this, they only get darker from here. The city didn't sleep that night. It shifted, groaned, breathed like a living creature choking under its own weight. Neon lights flickered across puddles of rainwater and cigarette ash, turning the streets into a blur of color and rot. And in the middle of it all, he walked alone. The Joker's face was still smeared with the filth that had been thrown at him. Cheap takeout scraps, an empty bottle, a crushed paper bag. Nothing heavy, nothing painful. But humiliation doesn't need weight. It hits differently. It sinks deeper. It stains. He didn't wipe it off. He wanted to feel it, remember it, study the shape of the insult. Most criminals would have snapped. Most would have screamed or thrown a punch. Not him. His silence had been deliberate, weaponized. Because while everyone else saw a clown being disrespected, Joker saw a performance, an overture, the opening note of a symphony that hadn't even begun. Rich people, he muttered softly, his tongue brushing over the metallic taste of old soda dripping down his lip. They never throw trash. They throw messages. He kept walking until he reached an alley shadowed by old brick walls and trembling streetlights. And there, with the rain finally washing the trash from his skin, he smiled, slowly, dangerously. A smile without joy, a smile without mercy, a smile that meant someone was about to learn what it truly costs to degrade a man who already has nothing to lose. But first, he needed a name. The billionaire's car was easy to find. Men like him didn't hide. They flaunted, they shone. They paraded their wealth as if daring the world to take it. Joker followed the trail. A valet's gossip, a bartender's whisper, a bribed security guard who pretended not to recognize the clown standing 3 feet away. Within hours, he had his target, Leon Mercer, real estate mogul. Philanthropist by day, parasite by night. A man whose money came from evictions, forged permits, and the kind of secrets that never stay buried without help. The city bowed to him, laws bent for him. Doors opened before he even touched them. And yet, he threw trash. Joker sat on a rooftop overlooking Mercer's penthouse. The wind tugged at his purple coat as he watched through binoculars. Mercer was inside, sipping a drink older than most people in the building, laughing with guests who laughed too loudly, too desperately. The kind of laughter money buys. But Joker wasn't watching Mercer. He was watching Mercer's son, a boy, maybe 17, face pale, shoulders slumped, eyes empty, like he'd seen things he wasn't supposed to see, things a kid shouldn't know. Joker leaned forward, fascinated. So that's the fracture, he whispered. Every kingdom has one. He didn't know the kid's name yet, didn't know the story, but he could read pain the way a surgeon reads anatomy. There was a secret living inside that boy, trembling, suffocating, waiting to explode. Joker didn't need explosives. People were bombs. All he had to do was find the fuse. Later that night, Mercer stepped onto his private balcony, drunk on his own ego. The city lights reflected in his glass as he raised a toast to no one. That's when he heard the voice. "You shouldn't drink alone," Joker said from the shadows. Mercer spun, startled, gripping the railing. "What? How did you get in here?" "With grace," Joker replied, stepping into the moonlight, "and a very patient elevator." Mercer's fear came quickly, disguised as anger. "Get out before I call security." "Oh, no, we don't want to involve them," Joker tilted his head. They're already underpaid. It'd be unfair to add cleaning up your mistakes to their workload.
What do you want?
Joker leaned close enough for Mercer to smell rain and madness.
An apology, Mercer blinked. For what? For throwing trash.
Joker's voice lowered to a chilling whisper. At me. Recognition flickered in Mercer's eyes. The humiliation he'd forgotten, Joker had not. He laughed nervously. Look, whatever happened down there, it was nothing personal. You people hang around the street all the time. You assumed I was less than you. Joker finished the sentence for him. Funny thing about assumptions. They're expensive. Mercer stepped back. If this is about money? Oh, no. Joker's grin sharpened. Not money. Meaning. He reached into his coat, slowly, theatrically, and pulled out something Mercer didn't expect. Not a gun, not a knife, a photograph.
It was Mercer's son, bruised, shoulder dislocated.
Tears dried on his cheeks. Mercer froze. His drink slipped from his hand and shattered.
How did you? He stuttered. Joker tapped the photo like a teacher correcting a student.
Trash, he said softly, isn't always thrown on the street, Leon. Sometimes it lives at home. Mercer's face drained of color. Joker's voice grew almost tender. You're hurting your boy. And that is a crime even I find unforgivable. For the first time, Mercer's arrogance cracked. Please, don't hurt him. Joker smiled kindly.
Oh, Leon, you already did.
He leaned in, whispering something that made Mercer stumble backward in horror. Then, Joker stepped onto the balcony's edge, and before Mercer could shout, stop him, or even understand, Joker jumped. But he didn't fall. He disappeared, vanished into the night like smoke, leaving Mercer trembling and viewers wondering, what did Joker whisper? And what comes next for the boy living in silence? Leon Mercer didn't sleep that night. He paced his penthouse like a trapped animal, checking every corner, every lock, every shadow, as if the Joker might be hiding anywhere, everywhere. But the real danger wasn't in the room. It was under his roof, walking on quiet feet. His son, Adrian Mercer, sat on the staircase, listening to the echoes of his father's panic. There was something surreal about hearing a man so powerful, so feared, so untouchable, gasping for breath like a scared child. Adrian had seen his father scream before, but never out of fear, only out of dominance, only at him. And something about tonight felt different. He clutched the small folded note that had been slipped under his bedroom door. A note written in crooked handwriting, playful yet chilling. They can't break you if they don't understand you.
Meet me. No name, no time, just an address. Adrian didn't know why, but he went.
The address led him to a rundown amusement pier that had been abandoned for over a decade. Rusted rides creaked in the wind. The ticket booth hung open like a mouth waiting to swallow someone whole.
Adrian stood there shivering, staring at the cracked boards beneath his feet. Most people don't come here at night, a voice said behind him. He didn't jump. He expected it. The Joker emerged from behind the broken carousel, hands in his pockets, face half lit by a dying street lamp. You came alone, Joker said, stepping closer. Interesting, brave, or very, very tired. Adrian swallowed hard. What do you want from me? What makes you think I want something? Joker tilted his head. Maybe I'm just curious. Adrian laughed bitterly. Everyone who wants something from my father ends up wanting something from me too.
Joker's smile softened, just a little.
I don't work for your father. I work for the truth.
Adrian looked up, meeting those unpredictable eyes.
Then tell me the truth. Joker paused.
The truth, he said, is that you're a prisoner in your own home, and your father uses fear like currency.
Adrian's throat tightened.
He wasn't always like this.
Oh, I know, Joker whispered. I did my homework. Success changed him. Power changed him. Money changed him. You know what didn't change? He tapped Adrian's chest.
You.
For a moment, the boy's eyes glistened. Not from fear, but from something older, something worn.
You showed him that picture, Adrian said quietly, the night he slammed me against the wall. Yes, Joker replied, because he needed to remember what monsters really look like.
Adrian hesitated.
You're going to hurt him, aren't you? Joker chuckled. Oh no, my boy. He's already hurting himself. I'm just here to offer you a choice. A choice? Joker leaned closer.
Do you want him to stop?
The question hit Adrian like a punch. His breath shook, his hands trembled, and for the first time in his life, he had leverage. He didn't answer.
He didn't need to.
Joker nodded slowly. Good. You're stronger than you think. He reached into his coat. Adrian flinched, but Joker only pulled out a small voice recorder. I didn't whisper a threat on that balcony, he said.
I whispered the truth. Adrian frowned.
What truth?
That you, Joker said, pointing at him, are the one thing Leon Mercer is terrified of losing. Not his money, not his empire. You.
Adrian stared, stunned.
That's not true. Oh, but it is, Joker insisted. And fear can be redirected.
Back at the penthouse, Leon Mercer sat alone in his dim study, drinking to calm the shaking in his hands. He didn't hear the front door open. He didn't hear the footsteps behind him. He only felt a presence and froze.
Dad, Adrian said softly.
Leon turned. His son stood there with the recorder in his hand. What's that? Leon asked. A conversation, Adrian said, voice trembling but steady. Between you and every person you paid off, every injury you caused, every threat you made.
Leon's jaw dropped.
Where did you? Adrian stepped closer, eyes no longer empty, but burning with something new. Doesn't matter. What matters is, it's over. Leon blinked rapidly. You think anyone will believe you? You think?
Oh, they'll believe him, Joker said, emerging from the doorway like a shadow becoming flesh. Everyone believes the truth when it screams loud enough.
Leon backed away, terrified. What do you want? Money? Silence? A deal?
Joker smiled.
No, Leon. I want you to feel what he felt. He leaned close again, but this time, Leon flinched first. Joker whispered, powerless. Leon's knees buckled. Adrian didn't touch his father. He didn't have to. The man broke on his own, and Joker watched, quietly satisfied.
This isn't justice, Leon gasped. This is cruelty.
Joker tilted his head. Cruelty, he said, is throwing trash at a stranger and bruises at your own child. This, he tapped the recorder. This is balance. Leon collapsed into the chair, sobbing. A king stripped bare.
Adrian stared at him, a storm of emotions tearing through him.
Fear, relief, anger, compassion, and then finally, freedom. Joker placed a gloved hand on Adrian's shoulder.
You're not broken, he whispered. Just badly handled.
Adrian exhaled, the deepest breath of his life.
Now, Joker said with a grin, let's leave him with his thoughts. They hurt more than any weapon.
As they walked away, Leon's cries echoed down the hall.
But before Joker stepped out the door, he turned back and left one single object on the floor. A crushed paper bag, the same kind Leon had thrown at him. A perfect circle, a poetic ending, or so it seemed. Because when Joker and Adrian reached the elevator, Adrian spoke quietly. Joker, I didn't give you permission to record all that. Joker stopped, smiled slowly.
Oh, Adrian, he whispered. I didn't record it.
Adrian frowned. Then who? The elevator doors slid shut, and from the penthouse hallway, they heard two different sets of footsteps. Someone else had been watching, listening, waiting, and the story was only beginning. In a city filled with wealth, shadows, and hidden monsters, sometimes the only one who sees the truth is the one everyone fears. If you want more dark, emotional, cinematic stories like this, make sure to subscribe, because the next tale might just reveal who was listening in the dark. Stay tuned.